The speed of a stream is 2 miles per hour. A boat travels 12 miles upstream in the same time it takes to travel 16 miles downstream. What is the speed of the boat in still water? So let's first define what our variable represents. And in this case, we're going to let x represent the things we're looking for, which is the speed of the boat in still water. Now let's make a little table. This isn't required, but it helps. One thing we know that rate times time equals to distance, all right? So let's make a little table dealing with these three these three unknowns. So in this case, let's also deal with the first row, letting that be the upstream, and let's let the second row be the downstream. So if we're letting x be the speed of the boat in still water, then when you're going upstream, and the speed of the stream is 2 miles per hour, then the rate in which you're going up upstream is the speed of the boat minus the speed of the stream, so that would be x minus 2. And when you're going downstream, you'd have the speed of the boat plus the speed of the stream, so that would be x plus 2. Now, if we're going upstream, it says we travel 12 miles upstream, and downstream we travel 16 miles. Now, we don't know the time, but we do know that rate times time equals to distance. So that also tells us that if rate times time is equal to distance, then time would equal to distance divided by rate. So if we know the rate and the distance, then the time would be take the distance divided by the rate. So for the upstream, that would be 12 over x minus 2. And for downstream, that would be 16 over x plus 2. And we're told that it takes the same amount of time to travel upstream as it does to travel 12 miles upstream as it takes to go 16 miles downstream. So those two times would be equal to each other. So our equation in this case would simply be the 12 over x minus 2 is equal to the 16 over x plus 2. So this would be our equation for this problem. And so we got to solve this equation. One way you can do it, when you have one fraction equal to another fraction, and that's all you have, and you have no other terms, then what you could do is what's known as cross multiplying. That would be the same thing as multiplying both sides by the LCD, which would be x plus 2 times x minus 2. So if we did that, then what you would end up with would be 12 times x plus 2 equals to 16 times x minus 2. So this would be our equation. So let's see, so distributing the 12, so that would be 12x plus 24 equals to distribute the 16, so that would be 16x minus 32. Let's subtract the 12x from both sides, so you get 4x on the right side. Add 32 to both sides, so that would be what, 56. So then divide both sides by 4, so x would be 14. So the speed of the boat in still water is 14 miles per hour.